David Hall here with Achieve Real Estate. I was asked this morning, how do I get started in real estate if I'm starting brand new? So here are 9 ways to get started. Number 1, read a book or listen to a podcast. These are free or inexpensive ways. Spend your time learning from someone else's knowledge, someone else's experience. There's thousands of books and tens of thousands of pages that you can gain experience just by reading, and there's hours and hours of free content. Stop listening to music, listen to a podcast, listen to a YouTube video like this one, and learn as much as you can. Number 2, go to a meetup. There's meetups happening all over in every city across the country. Go to a real estate meetup. Find them on events.com, Facebook, Bigger Pockets, Craigslist might even have them. Find a real estate meetup. If there's not one, create one. Just show up, talk to people, learn about what they're doing, what's working in your market, what's not. A lot of them have speakers that you can come and learn from, someone, who's sharing their experience for free. It's a great opportunity to learn, to network, get out of your comfort zone. And really, if you want to get started in real estate, you have to stop doing what you've always been doing. Otherwise, you'll keep getting what you always have got. So get out of your comfort zone, go to a networking event, start showing up. The more you show up, the more things will start clicking for you. Number 3, work in the industry, whether that's getting a job as an admin for a real estate agent, or working for a property management company, working construction, working at a bank, working at a title company. There's hundreds of ways that you can get paid to learn an aspect of the real estate industry. And again, that helps you get your foot in the door. The more you start learning the lingo, learning who's doing things, you might start seeing familiar faces, or learn who's doing private lending, who's successful agents. These are all things that can help you on your real estate journey. And the best thing about getting a job in the industry is that you get paid to learn. So it's a great way to get started. Number 4, you could bird dog for somebody. That's finding a deal. That's all you got to do. And it doesn't even need to be a deal. Finding something that could be a deal. So the easiest way to do this, drive around neighborhood to neighborhood, look for ugly houses, vacant houses, tall grass, unshoveled driveways, red tags on doors, tarps on roofs. Any house that might need a potential buyer, might have a potential troubled seller, is a great opportunity. And then you get that address and you give it to an investor, a wholesaler, an agent, somebody that's going to then do the heavy lifting of finding that person, contacting them, getting a sale, getting the property under contract. And then at the very end, when they get paid for completing the project, they get the majority of the profit, which is the con to being a bird dog. But the pro is that you can do it for free, you can do it in your spare time, you can do it anytime, and it might help you start learning neighborhoods and learning what to look for in a potentially distressed seller. Number 5, wholesale houses. So the bird dog oftentimes will find the properties, and a wholesaler is the one that will get it under contract. So that's a little bit more involved. So it's a little more complicated. You have to be able to contact the person, find their phone number, find their email, find them on social media, reach out to them. You have to find a contract. So either talk to an attorney or buy a course online or something that you can get a contract. You can get the seller to sign a contract with you, and then you can sell that contract to somebody else, an investor that's going to flip it, or a landlord who's going to buy it and rent it. The goal of a wholesaler is to find off-market deals, get them under contract, and then sell those contracts to people that are going to buy them, and they get a wholesale fee or an assignment fee in between. I've seen fees in our market here in Lansing, Michigan, from $500 up to $20,000 is the biggest one I've seen, and everything in between. So the pro is that it is free. You can do it for little to no money. You can do it in your spare time, and anybody can do it. The cons, I would say, is that it's kind of hard to get started. It does require a lot of knowledge of the industry. You can try it in the first place, but you have to kind of know construction. You have to know after repair values. You have to be able to contact people, follow up with people. So it can get pretty in depth. But I've had several people that come and that I bought deals from personally, that it was their first deal. They found it on Craigslist, or they knew an uncle that was selling a house for cheap or something, and they were able to make a few $1,000s off of it without a lot of experience. And the best thing about wholesaling is that you get quick money. So even if it's only $3,000, $4,000, $5,000, if you can get that done in 2 or 3 weeks from first contact to getting a check, it's a great opportunity to get started. Number 6, you can flip houses. And then this is the thing that a lot of people are excited about, but it's not all rainbows and butterflies. So huge advantage is that you can get way bigger spreads. I mean, you can make 30,000, 50,000, 100,000 off of one deal. The downside is it can take a lot longer, 6 months, 12 months. from start to finish. And the biggest con, I think, is that the amount of risk. You have to put up your money or someone else's money. You have to find a deal. You have to hope that the market's going to be what you think it's going to be when you're ready to sell the deal. You have to manage contractors or manage a project manager. You have to pick paint colors and flooring. And I've seen so many people flip houses so bad that it actually blows my mind. So there's a lot of things that you see on those shows that they're not telling you that might not work in your favor. So it's definitely something to be a little bit cautious on. And this is a great opportunity for a partnership. If you know someone that flips houses, rather than make all those mistakes yourself, I would advise you to maybe find someone who's doing it. See if you can partner with them, learn from somebody that's doing it, learn from their mistakes and their guidance, and avoid making mistakes yourself. But flipping houses is a great way to make a lot of money in real estate, and it can be a lot of fun. All right, number 8 and 9 are both similar. Buy a rental property. So number 8, buy a rental property the traditional way, which is you hire an agent shows you houses, you make offers, you put 20% down with a conventional loan from a bank, and you buy the house, you hire a property manager, they get it rented, you collect mailbox money. So that is pretty much as passive as you can get when it comes to real estate. It is also a way to probably not make the most amount in real estate. So the pros are that you can hire professionals all along the way to make sure that you're not making mistakes. You don't have to deal with the day-to-day hassles of finding a tenant and maintaining the property management, and all of that. The downside is because you're paying so many other people to do the hard aspects of the business, you yourself are making less from that property. So buying rentals the traditional way is great for your first property. It's great if you're a high income earner, or you inherited some money or something and you have money sitting there. Or if you're retired, let's say you cashed out your retirement and you have $1 million sitting there, you can put a down payment down on several properties, hire a manager, and now you're collecting cash flow from your investment. And everyone loves rental properties. I could make another video about the benefits of rental properties, but you get cash flow, you get appreciation, you get the depreciation, you get the tax write-offs. So many aspects of rental property is why I think everyone's aim should be to own rental property long term. But to get started, the easiest way in buying rental properties is to put 20% down. Not everyone has 20% down, which leads me to the next one, number 9. Buying rental properties a non-traditional way. And this incorporates lots of things that I'm going to make some additional videos about, subject to land contract, lease option, all the creative structures, or even just finding a deal off market. Maybe a wholesaler brings a deal and you can buy it for 50 cents on the dollar, but it's going to need a little bit of work. So that's the BRRRR strategy. You buy it, you renovate it, you rent it, you refinance it, and then you can repeat that process. That's what the BRRRR stands for. So all of that works. The downsides to buying things in a non-traditional way is typically you have less professionals helping you along the way. If you're buying it off market, you don't have an agent. Agents cost commission, which can add to your expenses, but they also can help guide you and avoid problems, or to make sure your paperwork is in order. I've heard horror stories of people doing things off market to save money, only to get screwed by a more sophisticated seller who is out to take advantage of them. So you got to weigh your pros and cons there, especially if you're getting started. But if you're brand new and you don't have the 20% down, go read. There's a bunch of no money down books that I can suggest. I'll put them in the description below so you can buy those books, read those books, listen to podcasts and YouTube about those things. There's tons of different options to buy properties, buy rental properties without your own money or without having 20% down, but they all have their pros and cons. All right, and the last one is get your real estate license. So in the state of Michigan, it only takes 40 hours and a couple $100s for you to go from zero to getting licensed. And then once you're licensed, it costs a couple $100s a month for your board fees, broker fees, but super low barrier to entry, which gives you the ability to help other people buy and sell houses and make a commission in the process. A lot of people can do this on the side of their full-time job. If you're transitioning, that's what I did. I worked full-time and got my license and built up my agent business enough to where I could quit my full-time job and go into real estate full-time. So for that, it's great. The downside is that it can be a bit of a treadmill, just like wholesaling, just like flipping, that as soon as you close a deal, you got to find another deal. But the huge advantage is that you're learning, you're getting paid to learn the business. You have formal training options. You have to sign with a broker and they're going to be able to guide you through your transactions and they can help you on your investment journey. but it can be hard to get started. A lot of agents, when they're first getting started, I'm going to make another video about this here shortly too, but a lot of agents, when they're first getting started, don't know where to start. On the other hand, there's tons of people that get licensed, and everyone knows someone that's going to be buying or selling a house in the next month or two. So reach out to those people if the timing is right. I've seen some agents get licensed and then start making $5,000-$10,000 the next month, which is great. So it's a great option. You get to learn, you get paid, and you can do it part time in your spare time. And it's a great transition from working full time in something else and transitioning to real estate full time. So that's it. There you have it. My 9 ways to get started in real estate. If you're interested in getting your real estate license, I'll put a link below that you can contact me about that. I do own Achieve Real Estate. We're a brokerage here in Lansing. We'd love to talk to you about joining our team, as well as if you're wholesaling, if you're flipping, if you're looking to invest. I can help you with all those things. I'd love to chat with you. So yeah, reach out to me and we'll talk soon. Thanks.